Mridangam. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari जय श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताय की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की नमावेत गौर भक्त वृंद की कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। This is the topic, no? Correct? Okay, let us. We have to be self-motivated. If you are not self-motivated, we will become dull, isn't it? We have to be. Big enough? Yeah. You can see it? Huh? You can see. See, somebody, I'm writing down about external motivators, correct? And spiritual, in whatever life, the college life or spiritual life also. There are external motivators. If people, validate you that you are a great personality on social media, you feel, oh, now I am somebody. Huh? You may feel very valued. You get enthusiasm also, isn't it? Yeah. Mm. So promotions, distinction. Huh? You got some special award. You got in those days. If you excel in some field in ISKCON, they will give you some award. Hmm? So I did one youth festival in 2004, National Youth Festival. Hmm? Then they gave me Global Excellence Award. So many people think global excellence means Radheshyam is popular in the entire globe. Hmm? This globe is only ISKCON globe. It's a global excellence within ISKCON, isn't it? In ISKCON, somebody is doing something good, then they give some award. Similarly, somebody was given Global Excellence Award for congregation preaching. Somebody was given for deity worship. Hmm. Somebody was given Global Excellence Award for book distribution. Correct, no? Why this award is given within ISKCON sometimes? To encourage the devotees individually so that whatever good activities they are doing, they can do more, better. And other devotees will also get inspired seeing that. And they will also take interest and learn from them, and then they will also do. So it's given. But sometimes when we get some awards, distinction, or fame or social validation, so these things may give us some boost for us, external motivators. Yeah. Mm. But there is also a danger in this external motivators. Huh? What is the problem with external motivators? You will see that in this world, if you become popular, there will also be some enemies also. Correct, no? Mm. Can cause, mm, can attract enemies. Correct or not? Is it possible or not possible? Possible. No? It will attract some enemies and somebody becomes envious of you. Um, and then they may try to trouble you, isn't it? Mm. What else is possible? If you get external motivators, I told you some few of them. If you get those things, what else is possible? Yeah? It will fade away with time. Correct. What else? Huh? Pride. One can become pride. One can develop false pride. Correct or not? Oh, I am great. I have done this. I have done that. That kind of false pride can come. Correct. Another thing that can also creep in is one may start thinking that I have already done something great. Now I don't have to worry now. So then complacency can come. Complacency, uh, and lethargy. Correct. Now this can also come. Hmm. Just like that rabbit, you know, who fastly ran in the beginning. In between, what he did? Huh? Why do you think he went to sleep? Because he looked at the tortoise and he thought that, oh, tortoise is so slow, I am so fast. I think I can take a nap also. No? A short nap. Huh? He took a short nap, and that was at the end of his this thing. And then tortoise went ahead after that. Correct. No? So the external motivators can cause this. Yeah. And also becoming critical of other others. Correct. No? One may think that now that I am praised for this, I am glorified for this, I have distinction in this, now I have earned the qualification to find fault with others. Huh? Like that they may think. Correct, no? What do you call it? Superiority complex. That can come. Hmm. These are the problems with external motivators. And because of all these things, what happens? Offenses, uh, offenses can block progress in Krishna case. Correct, no? We can block our progress in Krishna consciousness. And then hmm, neglecting daily sadhana, in the name of being busy. Name of being busy to bring external success. Correct, no? That's another thing that can happen. Sometimes a person becomes popular in one area, and then he says, "Oh, Prabhu, sorry, I don't have time for morning program. I'm very busy. I'm going here. I'm going there. They have called me here for this one, that." Correct, no? They can become very busy, and they can neglect the morning program and everything, and in this way they can become dull in spiritual life. That's another possibility. Correct. Now, big success means it can also bring big failures also. Like you see, recently, just a couple of years ago, the top 10 books which are the best sellers in the entire world. 10 people. 10 people wrote 10 books which became million sellers, best sellers. And they did one research. These people, as soon as they wrote one book, it became bestseller in the whole world, in the top 10. They wrote a second book, sequel book. The idea is they wanted to repeat popularity. And there's a desire to repeat popularity. But in the second book only went in thousands, not in millions. And 5 of them committed suicide out of 10 because they could not tolerate the failure. So, desire to repeat success, inability to tolerate failure. And what is the example I gave? Top 10 bestseller authors failed in sequel book. Correct, no? You understand, no? You are able to see, no? Is it small or is it all right? Is it a? I think this will is occupying place. I think I can make it like that. Is it good now? These are results of external motivators. So now you tell me, is external motivator good or bad? Very dangerous, not just bad. Very dangerous. But whole world is after external motivators or internal motivators. Correct. Now the external motivator also can mean one more thing. I'll tell you here. See, this is another external motivator. See this one. Waiting to see, hopefully somebody will encourage me and take care of my spiritual life. And they will get me up in the morning, and they will sit with me and make me do my japa, motivate me to do japa, and then sit with me and read a book with me and encourage me in my spiritual life, handhold me, if required, put on the shoulder and take me. Yeah. That means over dependence on others. So that is also external motivator for some people. Some people are such that if you motivate them externally, they will go on in spiritual life. Once their friend gives up, they will also give up. Or their friend moved out of the city to some other place. They will say, Prabhuji, my friend used to encourage me, he's not there, so I gave up. So they depend on external motivator like their friendship or somebody to take them, carry them along. Correct, no? Even in your college studies also, think for a moment. If you need external motivators to motivate you to study, is it good? It can be. If it is available, it is good. If it's not available, you should be internally motivated or externally motivated. Internally. That is called as self-motivated. Internally. Huh? Because internal motivated boy, what he will do? He comes from the college, washes hands, legs, eats something, goes to study room, takes the book and studies. Because I have to study, I have to get marks. My future, I have to carve my future. He is internally motivated, correct? No? He has the internal conviction that study is important. Same way, spiritual life is important for me. Because every one of you, you have to fly your own plane. You have seen this fighter aircraft? Only one person is flying it. Yeah. If we send two people in the sky and he says, "Can you fly mine also?" You can't say that. You fly your plane, he will fly his plane. Okay, now let's go to the internal motivators. Let us take this only. Now, what are internal motivators? Yeah. Actually, internal motivators means see, feeling joy in spiritual activities. So, if somebody is feeling great joy in spiritual activities, they naturally are impelled to repeat it again and again, correct? No? Like, how many of you love prasadam very much? Yes. Now, we don't have to push you too much. Prabhuji, I beg you, please take festival prasad. Prabhuji, you don't have to beg me, give it to me, I'll take care. Hmm? So, if you love an activity, you will happily do it, correct? No? Example, prasad, isn't it? Now, on the other hand, okay, let us say internal motivators. One is that feeling of the joy. Another one, feeling connection to spiritual life. If you feel a connection is a very vital word, big word it is. Like right now, you see this bulb is glowing, because it's a connection proper. If there is a loose connection, what happens? I don't blink also, no light. Huh? Loose connection, you switch on, sometimes blinks in the beginning and then it doesn't come. Loose connection. Connection is pakka, then only light is on. Similarly, in spiritual life, you feel connected to devotees, you feel connected to Guru, connected to Krishna, connected to Shastra. That connection gives you confidence that, yes, this is it. This is what I should be doing. And if you don't feel the connection, then it becomes burdensome for you. I am supposed to chant in the morning. I am supposed to wake up. I am supposed to attend class. Is there anyone here who says, I am supposed to eat prasadam? You say, I love it, correct? No? But other things, why they appear burdensome? Because we lack, what do we lack? Connection. Now, you have heard this word connection. Like sometimes you talk to somebody, you feel a connection with them. Because they understand what you are saying, and then you understand what they are saying. Yes, very nice. Then the interaction is very powerful. But if the connection is not there, like one time, one man came to me and I was speaking to him, he was speaking himself. So actually, he was talking about Puri, Puri, I was talking about Pune, Pune. And I was thinking he's telling about Pune. And he was talking about, yeah, he was telling, इतने लोग आते हैं, he was telling. I thought he's saying about NVCC only. हाँ, 10 lakh लोग आ जाते हैं, he said. I was also telling. Then he was telling, such a spiritually vibrant place, he was telling. Yeah, very vibrant, very vibrant. Morning program, there are always, it's like a festival, Diwali festival and everything I was saying. And then he said, beach also is very wonderful, he said. Then I said, what is this? But Pune, there is no ocean, I said. Then मैं पुरी के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ. Oh, okay. He is telling Puri, Pune. Do you think we are connecting? No connection. So because of lack of connection, I am telling my thing and he is telling his thing. Correct, no? So similarly, a speaker is giving class, he is telling, Krishna, Gopis, Vrindavan, and Radharani, and the other fellow is looking at the watch, Prasad, kitne baje hai? He is only connecting with breakfast. He is not able to connect. So the connection is not there. then it goes in two different tracks. This is spiritual track, this is material track. Conditioned souls go in which track? Very famous track, material track. Advanced devotees, they go in spiritual track. So the spiritual life thing should become, brought to the level where the conditioned souls can access it. And what brings that? That's the main question. Spiritual things are very advanced, everybody knows. But how can the spiritual things be made relatable, relevant, understandable, appreciable? How it can be brought to that level? What brings it? Anybody? Actually, he is telling about taking interest in it, and associating with those who associating with those
who have taste in
who have taste in bhakti. Is saying, okay, he is telling about how to achieve it. Correct, now? How to understand it. What I am not, what I am asking is not that. I am not asking about how can a conditioned soul achieve that. I am asking about how can such things which are not easily comprehensible, they can be made understandable to the conditioned souls. That's my question. What you are talking about, how can this conditioned soul access this? That you are saying. I am asking about how can these things be made. Yeah, yes.
making things understandable with analogies and if
Actually, any amount of analogy, example, other things you give, uh, they they may be titillating, they may be appreciated. But the most important thing is realization. Huh? So, so if realization, like Srila Prabhupada, how he could make such a difficult shastric message so easy for all of us through his books. Correct, no? Such a lucid writings, huh? Simple. We are all daily reading Prabhupada books. You can see how he has made it so easy for us. Huh? It's like a Cerelac baby food. Huh? It's very easy. Otherwise, imagine for a newborn baby, you feed a paratha into the mouth. Huh? Do you think a baby can eat that? No. The Shastras are like a paratha, very difficult to digest for the newcomer. But Prabhupada is giving them like a Cerelac baby. Cerelac he gives. So it makes it very easy. His especially lectures, especially. Like SSR book is such a famous book it is across the globe. So that means if the realization helps connect. Now realization is there with great souls. Now the question is how can we get that realization? Correct? Huh? Then the point comes, what he was telling. Because we know that great souls are realized and that's why they are happy. Like for example, Krishna says, no, Jnaninas Satveshana. So they are seeing the tattva. No? So therefore they are confident. If we get that, then we will be internally motivated. Correct? No? One is Jnaninas Tattva, another one is Param Drishtva. Correct? So when can we get that Param Drishtva and when can we be internally motivated? You know, that's the next point. So, but the internal motivators are very vital both in material life and spiritual life. So, like some of the internal motivators are like conviction in the truth. Hmm. Yeah, fixity on the goal and gratitude also. Yeah. So when I say relationship with spiritual items, I will explain what it is. That is one thing which takes care of everything else. The last one. This is the most important. Uh, the last one which I have said. The relationship. Relationship also means connection also. Relationship connection with spiritual items. So I will explain what it is. Let us take all the items. Japa, reading, hearing, seva. In all these things you will see, for example, japa, if it is heartfelt honor with Lord in the heart, the Lord also watching us, we are actually addressing Him only, isn't it? Uh, if one makes an effort to do japa intensely in a prayerful mode, as Prabhupada says, "Oh Krishna, purify me, protect me, uplift me, accept me." So, if there is a prayerful mood, all of us have experienced some of the days our japa is good quality, correct? No? We feel thrilled after the japa is over, and you forgot the outside world completely. But other days when we did not connect with the Lord in japa, then we connected with external distractors. There are distractions outside for the eyes and the ears. And once you got connected to the external distraction, your internal connection with the Lord became disconnected. Then how did you feel on those days? Japa became very burdensome. It's like a count climbing a mountain. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. It's become very, very difficult. When can will the japa time get over? It becomes very, very troublesome. So, in the early stage of japa itself, we should withdraw ourselves from the external stimuli and then internally focus. There are many things that externally disturb us. Like, for example, distract us to building connection. Connection to all the spiritual items, correct? No? What are the different distractors if you see? Unhealthy comparison with others. See here. One of you read it? One by one, read it. What are the different distractors that resist us from building that spiritual connection? Yeah?
Social media,
Yeah?
sight and sounds around,
Yeah.
unhealthy comparison, envious criticism about peers, poor health, anxiety about academics, lack of faith in God, overthinking about future, not depending on superiors for guidance, not following guidance even if it is given.
Yeah. And we can also say boredom from routine duties. That's another thing, correct? Now? Sometimes the college is on, a boy is lying in the room. We are not very bored like that. Huh? You seen that? Huh? Some people don't like duty. They just want life to be fun always. They want fun without paying price. Correct. Now? Actually, once you complete your studies, you get a job, earn a good money, then you can relax. Of course, now we can relax also. But if without doing homework, you want relaxation. Well, in spiritual life also, actually, see, many people want the end result of spiritual life, which is enjoying in Goloka, Buloka too. That they want, but they don't want to pay the price. So no pains, no gains. When they see, oh, how happily gopis are dancing with Krishna, how happily the cows and calves are running to the forest of Raj, how Krishna and friends are eating nicely in the sea, the bank of Yamuna. One boy said, Prabhuji, I want to be there. I said, you can be there, first chant Japa now. First do 16 rounds, but that is very difficult. So you have to pay the price before you can enjoy going to forest with Krishna and then eating at the bank of Yamuna So some people are bored with their routine duties. Actually, the boredom from routine duties also comes because of lack of internal connection. Correct, no? If the spiritual connection is established, then there will be no boredom. Actually, those who are spiritually realized and advanced, they can do the same activity a million times. I have heard my spiritual master. Every festival day, Katha, he would say, Katha Pandit appearance. Nityan, like, I want to in the Chari retreat, I had gone to GV. He was telling, Maharaj said, of course, Maharaj was giving a lecture. And then he said, Lord Nityananda encountered two fellows. Their names are Jagai and Madai. So someone was saying, I said, nobody in the crowd knows about who is Jagai and Madai. Maharaj can speak with such enthusiasm. In the same pastime a million times without getting tired. Because when one is spiritually realized, because the spiritual items never cause boredom. Like a flower in the morning is blossomed, the evening it dries up because it is material in this world. But in the spiritual world, nothing dies, nothing gets old. It's ever fresh always. So, because of lack of that spiritual connection, one feels boredom from routine duties. One boy was telling, Prabhuji, daily the same Mahamantra or any new mantra you'll give. No, you feel boredom with same mantra. That's because you see it as material. Correct, no? Anything we see as material, it causes boredom over a period of time. You see? So, there are many distractors building this connection. You have to work on this. So, for each of this, we can find a solution. How to get rid of all these things. For example, social media, we say keep the smartphone in the locker and lock it up. Morning program. Don't even see it. If anybody says, I will fast from smartphone till 9 a.m., he's a smart boy. His phone is not smart, he is smart. Correct, no? Yeah, keep it aside and lock it up till 9 o'clock. So you can do your morning program very well. Similarly, sight and sounds around. I put my, the earplug so that anybody making noise around, I won't be able to hear it. Eyes also, we close one eye and look at the tip of the nose. Krishna says, bring the eyeball here. Rest the eyeball in the tip of the nose, he says. You can't see anybody except the tip of the nose. Your own nose only you can see. Then samadhi is very easy with that because you can't see any sights. Because if you look around, your mind is going to start giving running commentary. So they go forward. So they go together. It will be giving commentary. But if you are looking at the tip of the nose, you can concentrate. So sight and sounds can be avoided. How do you avoid unhealthy comparison? We should know that God has created all of us uniquely. There's a jasmine flower, good fragrance. There's a gerbera flower. It has beauty, very good, very beauty. Sunflower also. There is a lotus flower, a lot of honey. It has every flower has something. Lotus flower is big, but jasmine may be small, but it has fragrance. God has given everybody something special. Like a cuckoo, it can coo very beautifully. Peacock can dance very beautifully. Everybody has different ability. Eagle, it has telescopic eyes. It can go to miles high and can see also. So you will see, like a deer, for example, is weak animal. Tiger is strong, but the tiger has raw strength, and the deer has a swift ability to change. So what the deer will do? Deer will run like this. Tiger will go. Tiger is going like that. The direction to change and run in the opposite side. And you've seen that, and the tiger will go running in the same direction. That's why tiger cannot catch very easily. Deer will pretend to be going here and then go there. Huh? Why God has given that ability? If you lack one ability, God gives you another ability. Huh? Like you see, Charancharan Prabhu, he may appear to be having some kind of handicap in the leg. When he went to the NIT Rourkela, he was limping and going to the stage. People felt, uh, they felt sorry that Prabhuji has to struggle to walk. The moment he sat on the seat and began his talk, there were 1,000 boys. He was talking about beat the mind. That was the topic. So as soon as he began, within 5 minutes, boys forgot about the external world. They forgot the body, they forgot the comments in their mind, because the talk was so enlightening. They completely blossomed in their consciousness, and they got into subject and understanding, asking questions and everything. So God has given him that ability, correct? No? Even though he may be apparently having a deficient leg, he's traveling all across the globe even with that, and reaching out to millions practically. So you will see that everybody should know what is that one talent God has given me, and focus on that and expand on it and be grateful to God and be happy, rather than look at others and think he has that and I don't have that, so I cry. She has that and I don't have that. People always think about what I don't have. Right? That causes unhealthy comparison. Avoid that. And envious criticism about peers, never do that. It's very dangerous. Your peers are your friends. They have developed some brotherly relation with you as a friend. If you're going to criticize them, they will go far away. You want your friends to be friends, or you want them to turn away? Yeah, you have to be careful, because one envious comment you make, it leads to lifelong distance. You have to be very careful. Due to our unhealthy comparison, we cannot criticize about our own friend. We may criticize. Oh, that devotee you're talking about, he's a Rasika Bhakta. He may, then he will tell others, he's simply Sahaja. Here he says he's Rasika Bhakta, and here he says he's Sahaja. So one should not criticize about others. Yes. Poor health. Yeah. Poor health. Certainly you have to work on keeping your body healthy. Every student should think about it, because a healthy mind and a healthy body could be said. If you didn't get good sleep at night, if your stomach is not cleared, imagine whole stomach is heavy, no motion. You sit for japa, it's like heavy thing. You get sleepy, correct, no? Looks like you're carrying a heavy weight, and you have to dance. You're not able to jump up. So your body should be light, like you should fly like a cotton. So keep the body healthy. Boredom from routine duties. Actually, boredom will go away once the connection is established. We'll come to the connection next one. But when you establish connection, the boredom can be finished. Anxiety about academics comes because in the early part of semester you don't study. That's a problem. You should start studying from summer vacation only. Get the books and start going through the books. Now summer vacation is going on, and college started already. College started. At least now you should start. Correct, no? Imagine first 3 months your syllabus is over. Will you have anxiety? No anxiety. Start early. There's a saying: early bird catches the worm. Heard that, no? Early bird. You have to be early bird or late bird. Lack of faith in God. Find out why you lack faith in God. Many great personalities are glorifying God. Ramanujam is glorifying God. Einstein is talking about many great, and not only scientists, the scholars, great acharyas, Madhva and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You think your head is bigger? Yes? Find out. There are people Based on Vedanta, there are people who have given solid, convincing explanations on God's existence. So, if you are very intellectual, find out why you lack faith in God. Most people say they lack faith in God because they peacefully want to do sense gratification. Please, God, don't interfere. Therefore, I say you don't exist. Because they can go on with their nonsense business. It's like the ostrich which was, putting his head into the ground, saying that I don't believe tiger exists. He said, tiger is right behind. Tiger will catch him and pull him out and eat him up. Yeah. So, overthinking about future, this is very dangerous. This is daydreaming. There are so many boys don't go to college also. That is the room they are dreaming that they'll become Elon Musk. They are dreaming. Without going to college, one boy said, Roji, I don't go to college because I heard that even Einstein was a dropout. And even our, what is his name? Stephen, our Microsoft, Bill Gates, yeah. Bill Gates left the college. Roji, I am also trying to leave the college and hope I will become, Bill Gates. Bill Gates left college for a reason. Because he got an idea about Microsoft. Therefore, he left. You are sleeping in the room. Really, such a ridiculous thing, you say. Isn't it? If you are lying in the room, you'll be overthinking. Not relying on superiors for guidance. Because there are boys who know, if I go to my mentor, he is a person who will give Radha Upadesh. And I'm fed up with it. So they don't go only. There are people whom the mentor may catch and give Upadesh anyway. But they don't follow the guidance given. That's another thing like this. So then we don't feel the connection. Now let us see how we can feel the connection. We will come to that. That's the most important thing. How to feel and experience a spiritual connection. For this, we have to go back to this internal motivators. Let us see. In each of this, let us see how to feel that internal connection. Okay? Let us put them down. See, first I said japa should be heartfelt conversation, not mechanical. And we can do, study about holy name, learn to pray. There's a book called as Vandanam, It's a thin book, just 30 pages book, 30, 40, but very powerful book. It teaches about how to offer prayers, prayers of thankfulness, prayers of gratitude, prayers of forgiveness for our mistakes that we have committed, prayers of glorification of God. And similarly, there are dozen different type of prayers it explains. So, Kundimaran is telling when she looks at the nature, Ime janapada suddha supakvaushadi virudaha manadrinadi udanvanto hedante tava vikshitai. Oh, my dear Krishna, the bountiful harvest and the flowers and fruits and everything when I see, these are all due to your glance on the nature. Simply by your mere glance, the nature is booming, flourishing. We are all grateful to you because we taste very nice fruits. We eat chapati and rice and dal and all spiced items, very nice thing. We are very grateful to you. So she is expressing her thankfulness for Krishna's creation. Then another verse she is saying, Vishan Mahagne Purushad Darshanat Satsavaya Vanamasa Kritratah Mride Mride Neka Maharatastrato Draunyastrataschasma Harevi Rakshitaha. Here she is expressing her gratitude for Krishna's protection. To her Pandavas, Bhima was poisoned, Draupadi was insulted, Pandavas were driven to jungle. And so many things happened. All the while you are with us. She's expressing her gratitude. So similarly, Indra is expressing his repentance to Krishna. He is saying, Mhanam Vidunvan, Jagadisha Manina. Those people who have become very proud in their life, my dear Lord Krishna, you cleanse their false pride and make those devotees pure. So I'm very grateful to you for purifying me. So, and then he is seeking forgiveness from Krishna and repenting for his mistake. So that is also a prayer. So in this way, one can offer a prayer of repentance, prayer seeking forgiveness. So in the same manner, one can offer prayers of glorification also, of the Lord, Krishna's uh, beauty and Krishna's qualities, Krishna's activities. Like our Uddhava is telling Krishna why you are the Lord whom everybody should take shelter. Because of the long list is giving what are all the specialities of Krishna. So in this way, when you read those different type of prayers, uh, in my personal life, I can tell you from my experience, I read about maybe 6 or 8 books on japa, and also have been studying the Bhagavatam over a period of time. Then we come to the Bhagavatam reading now. Bhagavatam reading with reflection, reading with contemplation, reflection, and what is POA? POA? What is it? Plan of action. Not POA. So, like for example, when Ajamila heard Vishnudutas and Yamadutas speak different things, he contemplated on what they both are saying. Yamadutas gave a record of his sinful activities, correct, no? He heard about his own sinful activities and he thought, correct, hey, these fellows know everything. I thought nobody is watching. These fellows know right from the time I went to forest for plucking flowers. These guys are telling everything. Generally, many of us think if I bolt the door and inside I am inside a room, nobody will know it. People think like that. But actually, 12 Sakshis are watching us. The sun, the moon, the sky, the wind and the water and the earth. Like that, there are 12 Sakshis. Every one of the activities you do is recorded. Say, for example, you secretly went to Google and watched some adult content, pornographic content, and looked here and there and it came out. But it is in the record, Google record, it is there, correct or not? If you have done in your browser, it will be there. Because it's saved. Some boys even delete it. And that will also say that what you viewed and what you deleted. That is how Yamaduta also record. Yeah. Pakka record they give. We won't be able to escape. So when he heard all of it, he thought, my Lord, I am exposed now completely. These guys know everything. Then he looked at Vishnudutas. And they began speaking, and then he heard about the Lord's nature, Lord's qualities, Lord's pastimes, and then Lord's holy name. And he cried tears, my Lord, I never knew the holy name is so powerful. Now I personally uttered the name Narayana, addressing my son. But that attracted Lord Narayana's attention, who sent Vishnudutas to me. Imagine if I had chanted the name addressing Narayana, I don't know how much more benefit I would have got. So, in this way, he contemplated on both the talks by those two groups. After that, he reflected about his life. After they went away, he thought about his wife, he thought about his religious parents, and what I did to them. That he reflected and he cried. Unless we reflect on our own shortcomings and foolish activities, we cannot, our heart will not melt. But his heart melted by proper reflection. And immediately these two things, contemplation and reflection, turned into realization and conviction. And what was the conviction? Such nasty activities I did. I became Narakagami, fit for going to hell. Still I was saved by Lord Narayana. So one moment I will not spend here in Kanyakumari anymore. He said, I am going to Haridwar. Now for the rest of my life, it's my duty, high time now, that I have to purify my heart. So saying that, he left the home and went to Haridwar, and he lived in the bank of Ganges. And there was a Vishnu temple there. So every day he would take bath in the Ganges. Go to the Vishnu temple, bow down, and he became a pujari. He got admitted there, full-time pujari. He was rendering service to Lord, taking Vishnu Prasad, sitting with 20 persons, studying Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, chanting holy name very faithfully. Now he got a very good realization. So his chanting was done with the heart, or it was superficial? What is it? Was not a mere ritual, because now this is the ultimate goal of life. So therefore, the chanting should be done as a heartfelt conversation with it. See, for those devotees who are progressive in their spiritual life, there is a constant conversation going on in their heart. Even when they look at the nature, Like Prabhupada in the morning walk, commented about nature. Similarly, everything that they observe in people, in things, there is always an internal conversation with the Lord in the heart. So, in this way, light is not coming. So, in this way, then he made a plan of action and he acted as per the plan of action. Correct, no? And in 12 years, he got completely cleansed. And the result was that the same Vishnu Das came and took him back to Godhead, isn't it? So that is, reading should be done like that. And hearing, there are two doors. Ear, ear door and heart door. With both doors open. What is the two doors? See, this is one door. And this another door is here. Correct, no? For example, speaker is speaking, you're looking at the watch or taking the smartphone and typing some to-do list for the day. That means your ears are blocked. You are not able to hear. Correct, no? And that means your attention is elsewhere. You are not thinking about what is being spoken in the class. No. Sometimes I give a whole class and ask the boys, any one takeaway point? Some boys are not able to say one point also. That means they didn't hear anything. Because their super mind is preoccupied with some other anxiety, worry. Correct, no? So that means the ears are not open. And heart is not open means they are hearing what the speaker is speaking. But they say, ठीक है प्रभु जी यही बोलते रहते हैं ये क्या बड़ी बात हम पहले से मालूम है हमको. That means he is not submissively hearing. He thinks he knows already. Better than Prabhuji, better than everybody. He thinks like that. So we need both the open. So for this, what we will need, this also comes when one becomes very popular, famous and all. See, some nowadays boys, they start some Instagram channel or some, Facebook page or something. Some boys, very, very young, 18-year-old boys are getting millions of followers nowadays. Correct, no? Millions. So imagine one young boy is getting 3 million, 5 million people, followers. And when he comes and sits in the class, you think, hey, this Prabhuji has got, 2K or 3K people following. And I have 5 million people. So he thinks I am very advanced in spiritual life. Actually, the followers don't know who you are and you don't know who they are. Correct? Both are blindly connecting. See, followers want you to perform. For example, George Harrison, he had millions of followers. If you hear about his fame, when he would come in the airport, people would go in such a huge crowds, boys and girls from the college. Airport authorities could not control them. Some of them even climbed up. And the aeroplane, even before he would get down. It was very difficult to give him such a security. And it is said when he would take a towel and do like this and throw it, they would take the towel and one square inch, they would cut it and sell it in thousands of pounds. Just one piece. He was such a famous person. But after he met Prabhupada, Prabhupada gave him this famous song he wrote. George Harrison wrote that film, Oh My Lord. What is it? Sweet Lord, My Sweet Lord. So after that, he said, now I am going to sing more about God. So some nasty songs he had sung before. So when he went to certain places, they told him to sing the old song. He said, no, I'm not interested in singing that. So they became very angry. Those people started shouting, yelling, and throwing chapel. That means reform. For their self-gratification. It's not that they have respect for material world we are living in. We should not get a head weight and pride when we become materially famous. Material fame is there today, it is gone tomorrow. Yauvan harati nimeshat kala sarvam harati. Says the time can one slap, everything is finished. Like the Punah Mushika Baba, you heard the story. Prabhupada says, a rat went to a sage and said, sir, the cats are chasing me, please kindly help me. Sage said, what do you want? He said, make me a cat. Once I become a cat, I think nobody can trouble me. So he became a cat. Cat thought, now I am boss now, and the rats are smaller than me. I have no fear. But then a dog came. Crazy. He came. So the cat became afraid. My lord, there's somebody bigger than me still. So the dogs are frightening me. Then he said, what do you want? He said, make me a dog. He said, Tadastu. He became a dog. Now the dog thought, I can make sounds and frighten everybody else. And then he saw the tiger. Then he said, sir, I think the only creature which can frighten me is the tiger. Sage said, so you want to become a tiger? He said, yes, Tadastu. He said. Then he became a strong tiger. And the tiger thought, now I can pounce on animals and eat. Then he started looking at the sage only. He was opening his mouth. And sage said, so I think you want to eat me? He said, yes. He took the water in the command and sprinkled and said, Puna Mushika Baba. Again he became a rat. So he became a rat. Prabhupada told the story where in America they started the tunnels below the ground. And Prabhupada was laughing. He said, see, first they went in skyscraper buildings for 100-story, 120-story buildings. Now they become rats underground. Actually. So there was one World Almanac, one magazine, where it was said the tunnels are being made. Now they are walking the tunnels. So the point is, you are proud. From tiger will again become rat. Therefore, you have to hear with both doors open, ear door and heart door. Willingness to listen. Unless we have respect for Guru Parampara, we don't benefit from the hearing. The hearing should be done. And the hearing, knowledge, understanding, application, realization. You get. Then the knowledge should turn into understanding by asking questions. And then after understanding it, you should do application of what you learned in your real life. Regularly apply knowledge, strictly practice, then you get realization. When you get realization, that leads to joy. Realization gives great happiness once you understand. And that joy in hearing, then hearing becomes a joyful experience. And then the seva, Samina service should be done with humility and gratitude. Because the service given by Srimati Radharani, down the Guru Parampara. So, and then we do the service and give it back and she gives it to Krishna. So we say ascending service, descending mercy. So Guru and the seniors are giving us seva. So we should think that this seva is given for my purification, not to increase my false pride. I am doing this, so we should do it humbly and with gratitude. Like Prabhupada told that old lady was bringing water from Yamuna every day for the service of Radha Damodar. Prabhupada said she will definitely go back to Godhead because she is very unassuming, very old lady, nobody knows whatsoever she is doing. So we should do service in such a way that we should not expect anything in return except pleasing the Lord. So, for example, if somebody is chanting, reading, doing seva, only with the intention, may Krishna be pleased, may Guru be pleased, Om Tat Sat. So, Om means transcendental. Now, tat, the word tat you say, immediately you cut the material component. It has no more material effect on it. It becomes spiritual. And sat, when you say, it becomes eternal, amritam. Therefore, in 17th chapter, Krishna says, after doing any activity, in the mind you pray and you say, Om Tat Sat. That means, may this activity be spiritual and let it be offered to Krishna, and it is no more for me. It's only for Krishna. Like that. Like somebody, one guest came to somebody, and somebody took a dabba and put gulab jamuns in cake. Just said, oh, you have given dozen gulab jamuns. It's all for me only. Yes, it's only for you. And the guest was about to leave. He said, can I just take two from that? I forgot to keep something for myself. Then he took that. So when you give, you don't take anything from there. Once you're given, okay, that day you renounce the gulab jamun in your mind. Okay, you may forgot. You wanted to give in the beginning only, you could have kept. But after giving the guest, you don't ask. After you say Om Tat Sat. Once you give to Krishna, you don't expect any credit out of it. All glories to Assembled. All glories. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri, Guru, and what about my glory? One should not think like that. One should not think like that. Give all the glories. When you do that, then you feel great joy in service also. Service purifies you if you do like that. And then Guru's association, be willing. Learn, serve, get chastised. So this is the way we have to associate with Guru. Means Guru Tulya also, not only Diksha Guru. Anybody who is playing the role of Guru in your life on behalf of your Guru also, you should not be willing to learn from them. Why your mentor is given, a counselor is given for you, and the authorities are given. Be willing to learn from them. So if the chastise also, we should know it's for my good, they are saying. Faithfully follow what they are advising you and be willing to seek instruction. Now, sometimes what happens if they give some chastisement, we become closed. We think, because Prabhuji chastised me, I'm not going to hear him anymore. We play deaf ears. And then we can't get purified. And if we don't get purified, we don't relish the spiritual life. And in peer association, peers, avoid prajalpa. Like Krishna says, be a supportive friend. Correct, no? Correct, no? So so if you do these things, you can feel that connection, more and more connection. Correct, no? Then from the bottom of the heart, we can practice. Actually, when we practice Krishna consciousness from the heart, from the bottom of the heart, we offer all the devotion to Krishna and Guru, and not expect anything in return. This is what Krishna says, no? Karmanyeva adhikaraste. When we do in that mood, the result is all you develop detachment from all material desires also, and you experience great happiness. You will see that, because this is the way one should lead the life. Dharma means this is the way the kings have led their lives. Great kings, great devotees have led their life. Very simple. Krishna says, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa hirashit nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvara. Read this translation 3.30. You note down. Give you as a homework. 3.30. Similarly, 6.5 and 6.6 also. Uddared atmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet atmaiva hi atmano bandur atmaiva puratmanah banduratmatmanastasya atmaiva atmanajitah anatmanastu shatrutve vartet atmaiva shatruvat. These two verses also you can read. Use your mind to elevate yourself. Don't use your mind to degrade yourself. He's saying. And 33.30, he teaches what is the nature of work you should do and offer everything to Krishna, how to do it. Very nice. And 11.55 also you can read. Mat karmagrat mat paramo mat bhakta sangabarjitaha nirvairam sarva bhuteshu. So that very nice verse it is. So that also teaches about how to serve the Lord. 12.10 also you can read. So these verses will teach you how to do selfless service to Krishna and Guru, and in a detached mood. So all your material desires will be driven out, and you will feel spiritual bliss by that. So in this way, these are items which I have listed here will give you spiritual connection. The connection will establish a relationship with all these items. When relationship is awakened, then you get internal motivation. When you get the internal motivation, then no external motivators are required for you. You will get fuel from inside only. It's like the PMM, they talk about thermodynamics, correct? No? Perpetual motion machine. In the material world, it's only a hypothesis. In spiritual world, it is eternally existing. Because spiritual Vaikuntha airplanes don't need any fuel. Here you have to put fuel in the airplane. There you don't need any fuel. Because they are all internally motivated. All spiritual world, people, personalities, items, everybody is internally motivated. So, like Prabhupada, what was external? Think about Prabhupada. Was there anybody external supporting? Sumati Maharaj gave that to a cargo ship. Cargo ship means it's meant for luggage, not for human beings. Prabhupada went in that ship. He got a couple of heart attacks. What was his age? America went in the freezing cold of New York. He didn't know anybody there. He had no external motivation. Prahlad, was he externally motivated or externally threatened? Externally threatened, internally motivated. Huh? Isn't it? Raghunathas Goswami, he was born in a stinking rich family. His parents wouldn't allow him to take to Krishna consciousness. Just see how he was internally motivated. Look at Haridas Thakur. He was externally tempted and allured by a prostitute, but he was internally motivated. So think of these great characters. Be inspired by their example. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Now I'll put some pictures and we'll complete it. When I go back. It was good. It was only subject is a little deep subject. I think I had to a little bit rush through. Yeah. If they have questions, they can write it and send somebody, and then you send me.